He leads us all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ale, 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 ale.
Good morning, Vietnam! Get off your asses and get out your seats. It's game day, baby. Daddy, back behind the microphone as always. We got another one. We got a big one. Y'all ready out there in Twitter land or wherever land you're watching this at? Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride and a one and only. I am your hostess. What's your mostest? Yeah. You guys ready for this one? You guys ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? Chat row, I'm calling on you. Hello. Hello. Is this thing on? Hello. Oh, man, a big six-pointer basically decides the league, or if you believe Chris Wilder when he says, there's nothing, this doesn't decide anything. Oh, this is just another match. There's nobody going to be winners. Oh, boy, it doesn't get bigger than this. Leeds, come to old Bramble Lane, or as I see Simon in the chat, the guy on the Golasso network has called it Bramble Lane. Never heard it called that, but we will. I guess we'll call it Bramble Lane. Yeah, that's the these. This is that's what it's called. It blows my mind that these commentators over here have absolutely no idea what they were talking about. Already, chat row. I didn't even have to say hello, chat row. Wake up. Let's see. There's Simon. Yes, likes the Tigers and Lions, and you can't see, but Sheff United is up there. Let's see. Stephen, welcome. Wasn't meant to be watching the stand-up Andrew Neal in the lead mill tonight, but it was canceled. Yeah, more than welcome. I'm here as always to chat it up with everybody. Everything Blades. What's rags on the wall? There's old Dublin. Dublin, what projects do we have? It's getting late over there. You're probably nestled in your little blanket with your bonnet on and your milk and getting ready to tuck into bed. Evening, welcome back, Adrian. Been a long time. Yes, I have. It's been a long time. We got the quirks fixed, and we're all back and ready to roll. He's already commenting about Clark on the wing. I'll throw up the two teams as soon as I get done reading through all these quotes, messages. Remember, before with the abbreviated start time, you have less than 12 minutes to get your score line in. John McD, hello. There's Hal recovering from his surgery. I hope he gets well and better. Okay. Welcome, Scott. Welcome in. I'm going to take a bow to you, Scott. Hello. Hello. He's going with a 1-0, so you too can be like Scott and put your score prediction in before the whistle blows. They count. If it comes the second the ref blows the whistle to start the match, do not count. And if you've been living under a rock, well, I don't know anybody in this time of day and age that would be. Here's your lineup, Blades team, scrolling across the bottom of your screen. McDee's got 2-1 to the Blades. BBC News called it a real 8-point. Really? Wow, I didn't know you got more than 3 points in this game. Take a draw and a win on Saturday. QPR 6. Yeah. I'd be okay with a draw tonight. But as I said, if none of you have listened to the Red Half of Sheffield, the podcast that I do with Noah Schneider, I said it was over already. Doesn't matter what happens in this match. I think we're a better side than Burnley. I know we play them at the end of the season, third to last match of the season, which happens to be over the Easter holiday weekend. I was just looking at the fixtures today. It's we play them once, but I think automatics is probably wrapped up for us. Now I'm putting the cart ahead of the horse and everything and all the so on and so forth, but I just think we're a better side than Burnley. Not throwing a score out there. Ooh, okay. 0-0 or a thrashing. We had a holding. Should have started, is what Gavin says. Adrian's clarifying his score prediction. No one here wants to see my score sheet prediction, so keep it to himself. Simone is keeping his cards close to his chest, very conflicted to feel this negative. Well, I mean, if you harken back to the reverse fixture, Leeds played us off the park, 2-0 winners. I thought that Gavin thought he was outstanding last game. Okay, Bricktop's already pushing and shoving. Let's see. Alessandro goes 1-0. Blades scoring in the first 15 minutes in the defend. Oh man, God, I hope that doesn't happen. God, but I mean, I'd be along for I'd be along for the ride if that one happened. Reads the game beautifully. Have heard good things about Mr. Noah Schneider. LOL. Stevens going 2-0. Blades optimism coming out here in the Blades. Much calmer than holding. Burnley. I think by Burnley we will know who's autos. Yes, I think with the twists and turns. There's Johan, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. You're probably hoping for a Leeds hammering. But actually, he says draw. Shane in the comments, 2-0 Leeds. That's our first negative. And I hope we win, or I hope we take a early goal advantage because I want to double bird somebody. I haven't done that in a while. We had a better shot at the reverse fixture. Just think, wow, we got it wrong. Hope I'm wrong today. Oh man, this is going to be a tight one. 3-0 BBD. Burrows, Brewster off the bench. S is really loving him some Brewster at the moment. Here's the Leeds team scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Oh, House is 1-0 with Tom Cannon off the bench. Wink, huh? I see. That wouldn't be a bad shout. For me, I don't know how I see this one going. I think it's going to be a feeling out at the beginning. I think this is a tough one to call. It really is. I really think, oh man, Sheffield looks nice and beautiful at nighttime. They just showed a panoramic view of the city under lights. I think Leeds start on top, but I don't know if they have enough to get a goal. I assume at some point Leeds get a goal. So I think I could see it 1-1. I could see it ending 1-1, but I also could see Leeds getting the advantage and winning 2-1. So I don't know. Those are my two score lines. Yes, call me on the fence. Call me whatever you want. But we shall be able to call it in about 2 hours from now. Let's see. Johan the Great back in there. Burnley played liquid football against Sheff Wednesday. Excited for Burnley versus PNE in the cup. That's this week, Johnny. Okay. I see. 1-0 to the Blades. Burton Diaz own goal. Thoughts on Hamer on the bench? That was the big question mark coming into this one. No one really knew where Gus was going to be playing. Would he be playing? The fact that he's on the bench, depending the situation where we get in the second half, obviously, unless we get played off the park in the first half, we probably won't see him until the second half. But I'm glad to see that he's healthy. If there's something where this one gets out of hand for us, I don't know if you play him if it gets out of hand. If it gets like 2-0 and it doesn't look like there's any hope for us, we get to about, 78 minutes is still 2-0. Don't risk him. Just get him for the run-in. Don't worry about risking him in this. I mean, yes, this game is a big game, but I don't think in the grand scheme of things in the whole season it's a big thing. Leeds are probably going to win the league, if I had to guess. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. They could stumble, although this team's only dropped, I think, 3 games all season. Let's see if we can make it 4 tonight. An early goal, if we score, sit back with them equalizing for a nervy finish of the goal. Either way, it could be the winner. If they score first, we might as well say they've done their double over us. Adrian's throwing in the towel early if Leeds score. Let's see. It's my old buddy Scott. Leeds start the game fast and normally try to kill the game off the first half. We cannot let that happen. Just before we get rolling here, we got about 4 minutes left. Players are now assembling in the tunnel. Blades out early. Leeds now forming in the tunnel. Let's see. Where did Scott? Okay. Miss Noah Sheffield found out he's drinking across the road. Grabbed a granny boozer. I think Leeds start strong and try to kill the game off. Dublin and Scott are on the same page. Leeds and Burnley get automatic according to Johan as the best and red and white are out on the pitch, and the Red Bull boys and their new fancy digs come out alongside, and we are going to have the meetup at the Sky Bet Championship banner. Let's see. Shane says both teams finished top 2. Dublin, think a draw wouldn't be a bad result for both teams. Not really. How bad are that -2 we're starting on? Because we could be for the league lead right now. We trade Leeds winning the league for a win tonight because he would. Johnny, only because I haven't been there in a while. He can't do that to me. Adrian's going 2-1. Here we go with Brick Top back in the chat with the 6 Burnley. We all know. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yes, no, real quick before we get rolling. You guys want the clock in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to drop this in here. I'm also going to drop this in here. I am going to be your savant, your concierge on this Sheffield United flight as we require you to buckle your seatbelts, put your tray tables in the upright position. We are getting ready to roll here. 90 minutes or however long it takes to decide a winner tonight. Chris gets in there with a late score prediction, 2-1. We're getting close to this one kicking. Oh, man, this is going to be a long one. And they are scrolling the teams across the screen now. I would assume so Adrian wants the clock. I will go with the clock for Adrian because he's one of the tried and trues that's always here. Thank you for everybody and anybody being in the chat today. More than welcome. Let's make this run in every game down the stretch here. Let's try and fulfill this watch along and make it the best watch along out there. And screw all them rivals. We'll hush them. As we see Anel with a fresh new fade. Vinny Souza is just took all his clothes off and running around the pitch as both teams, at least Sheffield United, have both teams huddling. Meslier peering into the camera. Is he going to have another howler on the cards today? Yeah, I know it has been, Johnny, it's been a long time. Both teams break the huddle. It looks like Leeds are going to start with about 14 or 15 players out there. Sheffield United, we're going to roll out with the normal 11. So there'll be a couple men advantage for the old team in Yeller. Watch your forecast, host. It should be an entertaining one. Leeds manager, also Daniel Parker, suspended due to yellow card accumulations. So he's watching this one from the rafters. Leeds to get us underway, kicking left to right. And we are underway in this top of the table clash. Come on, you red and white pricks. Let's go. 3 points, boys. As the ball starts out to a familiar face in Jaden Bogle. And he tries to lump it up, but lumps it out of play for United. Throw in inside Sheffield United half. And a throw in coming. It looks like JLT is going to throw us back in to get us this one started. Tuffy wrapped up in his blankie on the sidelines as the throw-in comes in. It chests off Vinny, and it drops for Burrows for a throw-in. Jackie Long throw going to come and take this one as a one bouncer from Burrows to JLT, and we should be back underway. JLT with the long throw, trying to advance it. It's headed down by the pack to BBD to Souza. He has a right good go, but misses everything by a country mile. It falls to Raksaki. I thought it was going to go out. Raksaki in the box, crosses in, heads go up. It's cleared. It's cleared by Leeds. A decent cross comes in. Dan James falls on the ball now, and it's back to United, who start on the front foot. Jackie Long throwing errant clearance, and Anel's going to clear this one back to Michael Cooper. It's going to fall to the keeper, all in pink. He's going to dump it down the right-hand side. It goes into the midfield mixer. O'Hare tries to track it down. Campbell's not able to get it. There's a coming together of Campbell and Strike, and both players lay down in a heap as a coming together of Tyrese Campbell and Strike, and both players are laid down as they try to both physio squads are coming out to help said players. Sadat thinks the home field advantage will tell. Chris, I was talking to Blade on Facebook. He told me there's around 6 Blades fans in and around Boston. No kidding. To be determined. Just keep a lookout for your social medias as Leeds get us back underway. That ball goes out of play. United try to get us back underway quick. And Clark looks like he's going to throw this one in. It's going to go over to Anel. Anel on the ball now. Into Souza, back to JLT. He's going to look for Burrows, or is he going to get a streaking Harry Clark down the right-hand side? That is short. It's headed down, and it's a foul on Sheff United. Vinny lucky to someone gets on a shot. Yeah, I'm glad, John McD. It's what I'm here for. Souza effort reminiscent of Brewster a couple weeks ago. Oh, yes. Chris, I've got you up in Boston. As here comes Leeds down the right-hand side. A gentle shove in the back from Tyrese Campbell. Is going to be a free kick on Solomon Rondon. As we're kicking them out, Leeds finally get us back on the way. Dan James on the ball now, looking down the right-hand side, looking for a Bogle. No, just kidding. Dan James look for Bogle. Bogle's going to get to the end of it. Is he going to overrun Harrison Burrows? Burrows blocks it. Bogle gets the rebound. Burrows blocks again. No, you will get nothing like it, sir. Yeah, right there for you. Yeah, there's the first double birds of the weekend. Ball out on the right-hand side here. Back with Dan James out on the right-hand side. Vinny Souza tries to attack it. It's going to fall into the middle. Strike on the ball. Now out on the left-hand side. Here we go. Trying to work on in the inside into Harry Clark. It's cleared out by Souza, but only so far as Strike. And O'Hare kind of dispossesses. That's Gruev, excuse me. And Leeds loosely with the ball. Peck tries to look for Racksack, and he doesn't win it. He had a streaking Ben Brereton Diaz wide open as a barn door. Down the right-hand side, and it is won back by Leeds. Back to Meslier and goal. A little bit of pressure coming from Ty Campbell. Meslier gets it out on the left-hand side. It's headed down by NL. Out to City Peck. City Peck out of his outstretched leg. Back with him to BBD. Harrison Burrows streaking down the left-hand side. JLT with the ball now. He's late to find Burrows streaking. He finally finds Burrows. Down the left-hand side they go. To BBD, to JLT. I like the three-letter analogies. Peck at the moment, 5 minutes in, doesn't look like he's quite into the game. Cooper heads it long. It deflects off Bogle. There should be a free kick to Bogle. Come on, you. There you go, ref. You prick. Bogle had BBD all wrapped up, all sorts and various and sundries of wrapped up. Check him for his change. Come on, he robbed the man blind about, ripped his strip off, almost stripped him butt naked. United have a free kick in the attacking part of the field. In the Leeds half we go. We have Harry Burrows and Peck. Harry Pecker over the ball. Burrows looks like he's going to get this one back underway. He looks at the ball, looks at the line, looks at the ball. Ref trying to get the line organized. He blows to get us underway. Hands go up for free ice cream. Ball comes in. It's terrible for Burrows, and it gets cleared out by Harry Clark. Back in the mixer, but here comes Leeds on the break. They lump it up. Burrows does enough to clear it away, but he almost clears it in the path of a Leeds player. Harry Clark does well. A little head tennis by City Peck to BBD. He's got the overlap of Ty Campbell if he sees it. Ty Campbell on the ball. Out on the left-hand side here. Back to BBD. BBD. Over to Bogle, and it's off of Bogle for a Blades throw-in. Come on! Oh, BBD looks dumbfounded as he gets it to JLT. We're going to have a long throw. Going to try and get this one in the mixer, into the box. And JLT motioning men closer to the goal. 7 minutes gone here at Bramall Lane, 0-0. JLT lumps it in. Meslier comes for it, drops it, and then reclaims it again. So if that's anything for the future, just make sure. Ooh, yeah, it went right through his paws. Put an extra little bit of pressure on Meslier, and he might drop one. As Meslier puts the ball down to get his back underway. Out on the right-hand side. Now back to Meslier. And he's going to go through the middle. And here comes Leeds. They look up on the left-hand side. No one within about 17 miles. Over on the left-hand side it goes. Back inside. Over on the left-hand side. Here comes the first opportunity for Leeds. Dan James back post is cleared out. And it goes over Dan James. BBD gets it. Is BBD going to dump it down? He finds Souza. Souza's probably going to go back in the middle of the field to Peck. Peck is the moment a little bit too big for Peck. Peck looks a little bit nervy. Burrows down the left-hand side. Calm, cool, collected. Burrows finds Ty Campbell. He's got two defenders on him. Ty Campbell holding the ball up greatly. Ty Campbell to the box. It's cleared up for a corner to the red and white flag. Come on, you pricks. Come on. Come on. Our set pieces have been all over the place, all over this. Adrian, you're not at work today, and how many energy drinks have you had? None. I don't drink energy drinks. That stuff's bad for you. Don't you read the warning labels? Mark, hey, nice to see Mark back in the chat. They were lucky that wasn't. Oh, yeah, I know, no kidding. City Peck winds it up. Ball comes in, headed down, headed off the line. No, headed off the line. No, did that go over the line or no? Did it go over the line? The ref has now signaled it didn't go over the line. Oh, man, Racksack with the ball. The Blades are all over their ass right now. Harry Clark on the ball. They almost cleared it. Blades are going to get cut open by a break because they don't have anybody inside their own half. The ball's out on the right-hand side over for Ty Campbell. Harry Clark inside to Souza. Over to Anel. Man, they're poking and prodding. United on the front foot looking for an early goal on the left-hand side to BBD. To come into O'Hare. Come into City Pack, excuse me. I thought that was O'Hare. O'Hare hasn't touched the ball, I believe, only but once. It's passed back between JLT and City Pack. Now it's back to Cooper. Oh, man. I want to see that replay again. Cooper over everybody, and it's going to go out for a goal kick as Meslier saying he was fouled. He was not. The ball got headed in by Souza. The ball gets headed in by Souza. No, it doesn't. It hits a nail, and it's off the line. As Leeds get us back underway. Little nervy start from the league leaders. As a loose pass, Ty Campbell's going to get on the end of it. It's going to fall to BBD. Come on. The outstretched foot of BBD. Here he comes. Leeds got the ball, but Souza's able to close him out. That's red, white ball. That's red, white ball. Red and white ball. Pointed that way, ref. Come on. I believe United have a throw and Souza says, come on, get on with it. Souza says, come on and get on with it. They're waiting to throw the ball in. Harry Clark's going to take this throw in. He throws it over everybody. It's headed down by a Leeds player, and then it's knocked on. And then it's cleared back to the Leeds back line, and Jaden Bogle's on the ball now. He's going to come down the right-hand side. He's hesitant a little bit. He turns back. Man. Oh, man. Leeds just knocking around, taking a bit of the sting out of it. A little rattled, I see. A little nervy. Back to Meslier. Campbell putting a little pressure. O'Hare putting a little pressure. The United win the ball back after a turnover. Burrow turns it and sends it back to Cooper to relieve a little bit of stress on his back line. Cooper gets it away down the right-hand side, looking for Racksack. It's headed away, but City Peck wins it, who started to grow into the game. It's knocked off a Racksack, and it's a throw into Leeds. If you have a cigarette, smoke them while you got them right now. Your nerves are on a razor's edge. Wilder says you got to go that way to score a goal. We got to go that way to score a goal. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Meslier has the ball now, and it's just knocked around at the back by Leeds. This is how Leeds are trying to get a little bit of a foothold in the game, which is odd because it's usually a lot more people, or Leeds usually go and get on the front foot to take the pressure off their back line. This is the vice versa case. Come on, United, you got to stay up there. You can't let them get a foothold in this game. If you do, you're going to be in trouble. Hey, boy. Oh, good turn. Good winning turn by Burrows. Burrows is a man on fire. Souza knifing through the midfield. He finds Peck over to Burrows. Burrows, look up to your left. Look up to your left. To your left. BBD on the left. BBD with the ball. Cross it in. Dude, on the side of the bar. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. Get in. Let's go. Let's go. Right there for you. Right there. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get in. Oh, you beautiful baby, you! A beautiful cross from BBD onto the on-running head of O'Hare and hits the underside of the bar. It gets knocked about, but Ty Campbell says, I will not be denied. I will shove it in that goal. Ty Campbell heads it off. It might go down as an own goal. Now I looked at it. Meslier had a howler in the net. Tyrese hit it into the post. After it hits the underside of the bar, Tyrese heads it It goes into the post. It knocks off Meslier's hand. It goes in. If he lets it go, it goes out, and it's no goal. So an own goal from Meslier on 15 minutes in Blades. If you're just now joining us, we're back underway. That scoreline is live. It is real. Blades lead it 1-0. Meslier, there it is. It goes down as an own goal. An absolute howler from the guy who can't save himself from a cold. Oh man, own goal city for the Leeds goalkeeper, and the greatest side in the history of the championship finds himself a goal down inside 15 minutes. United on the front foot again. Burrows looking to cross it into the box. Can we get two? The low line. Oh, it flashes across goal. Raksaki had a chance, but it was going too fast, and it flashes past everyone. Oh, man. There's a lot of people. I'm not saying all that who scored looked like it went over the line 3 times. It did. Double Blade, 1,000 yeses. Yes, get in. Woke up the kids. Who cares? Rick Top, yes, on goal. Simon, on goal. Better to be lucky than good. That's what I'm saying. Come fill my senses. Burr, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes. Oh, man. I apologize for all the screaming and everything, guys, but this has me hyped. Let's go. Come on. Leeds have it at the back now as the ball went out of play. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. All right. Calm down. My heart's about blowing out of my chest. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Strike. Back to Meslier. Meslier has an absolute howler. Meslier just put it out. Meslier is having a howler. Come on, boys. Any shot on goal. That thing's going in. Anything on goal is going in. We have him rattled. We have him rattled. We have him rattled. Everybody chant with me. We have you rattled. We have you rattled. Oh, boy. Oh, baby. Oh, you beautiful baby, you. As Jackie Longthrow is going to get us back underway. Oh, inside. Ball comes in. Ball comes in. He dropped another one. Oh, man. He can't catch to save his ass. And here comes Burrow down the left-hand side. Of interplay between Burrows and BBD. O'Hara top of the box. O'Hara has a rip. It deflects. Souza back on the ball. Where is this Blades team? Where is this Blades team been? Perry Clark at the back now. I'm sweating. I'm sweating absolutely profusely. Burrows out on the left-hand side. He corrals the ball. Leeds can't get the ball. Leeds can't get the ball. Leeds can't get the ball. The ball's back to JLT. He's over to an L. A L over on the right-hand side. He's going to run right through his marauding spot into the midfield. Over to Harry Clark. Harry Clark on the ball. Back into Pep. We've got numbers. We've got numbers. O'Hare to Raksak. The ball stayed in. The ball stayed in. The ball stayed in. The ball stayed in. Little interplay between O'Hara and Raksak, and it's adjudged to be out of play. I need a cigarette. Thanks for joining, everybody. I apologized. I apologize for the boisterous. Yeah, the saying is right. Sit the ball on top of the keeper all night. Any chance you have to get a shot off, rattle him. As Leeds give the ball away again. Raksak down the right-hand side. Don't do it. He's got, BBD top of the box. Oh, baby. You beautiful bastards, you. Oh, you beautiful bastards. Oh, Meslier is rattled. I'll say this. Yeah, Dublin is right. Yes, I am American. Oh, man, Sandro would have stuck from these Blades. Ooh. Yeah, I know. The full-time whistle can't come soon enough. We're only 20 minutes into this game. Yes, Adrian's right. Smoke away, my friend. Free country. Yeah, I do, Dublin. I do. I need about 500 breaks. Miller time. Oh, man. Yeah, you're welcome, John McD. Here comes Leeds on the left-hand side, but it's mopped up by Anel. Anel the rack sack. Anel Raksaki finds Tyrese Campbell. A heavy touch by Campbell, and it goes all the way back to Meslier and goal. Oh my God! Jaden Bogle on the right-hand side. He's telling his players to come to him, and he gives it back to Strike. I'm almost out of water already. Oh, man, my voice is going to be shot. Dan James, looking for Dan James. Jaden Bogle, you always have sucked. Jaden Bogle, you always have sucked. Here comes Leeds down the left-hand side. United have to keep their nerve. Low-lining ball. It's cleared out by United. Racksack on the ball. He's going to lump it forward. Come on, Ty. Hold that ball up. Down. Come on, ref. Get the push. Get the push. Come on, ref. Get the push. Leeds are lucky not to be level here. That ball worked on the left-hand side. We didn't take it. Harry Clark did not go with the defender. He instead stayed with the attacking player. The ball got to Harry Clark, and then he slid it on the floor into the box, and it was dealt with by United. There's another throw in. I believe it's to Leeds. And it is, they will get us back underway. Leeds trail, if you're just joining us, Leeds a goal behind inside of 15 minutes due to another howler from Meslier. Oh, man. Here we go. Leeds just poking and prodding, not really looking to do much. It's over on the right-hand side, though. If they keep giving Dan James and Jaden Bogle do the same thing where they knife inside the defense of United and try to outswing it, and it hasn't worked yet. United have been strong at the back and cut it out. They look for Jaden Bogle. Is he going to swing it at Bogle? A low-lining swing in. They're wanting a penalty. No. Dan James had no chance of getting that ball. Michael Cooper comes away with the ball. Cooper gets us back underway. BBD tries to hold it up. Is it going to go out for a throw into Leeds? It will. And Bogle will get us underway. Oh, yeah. We just need, God bless from the airport. Great news. Yes, you're welcome, Skyblade. Oh, man. Hal, if you're watching, when you clip this, can you please, if we go on to win this game, please cut my goal celebration, please. I want to play it over and over. Avril Lavigne, she was a skater boy, said, "See you later, boy," playing out of his skin. Now, that might be a reason why Leeds are in a bit of mess. I completely looked at when I typed in their lineup. Ethan Ampadu not in this game. As the ball lumped over, City Peck tries to track it down, and it falls back to Meslier in goal, and he'll outlet the ball, bowl it out to his left. Down the left-hand side, Leeds are going to come. Vinny Souza down in a bit of a heap here. It looks like holding his face. As they're showing the replay, underside of the bar, Ty Campbell off the bar and then in off of Meslier's glove. A great ball in by BBD, an unmarked header by O'Hare. And Sheff United lead 1-0. Or as Simon was I don't know if Simon was watching the build up to the game, but they called it Sheffield 3 times. That's what we're trying to do. It looks like the Saint. He says right here, shut down James and they will fold. But see, it's weird when Bogle gets in the ball. I'm going to try and illustrate what they're doing is they'll get Dan James the ball and he'll knife inside and try to go back outside of Burrows. And Burrows and JLT are standing pat and aren't letting them. They'll knife through the defense, but they already see what the move's coming. So one of those defenders will get back in a sense, and they'll cut that run off. And they've tried to do that 3 or 4 different times, and it hasn't worked for Leeds yet. Now, it's not to say that it won't happen in this game at some point, but at least 2 or 3 times they tried to do it. Okay, I think we're going to get back underway here. We're going to be a couple of minutes added time when we do get to this. Here we go. Leeds back down the left-hand side. It's going to be a Leeds throw. And Vinny Souza had to go out to the touchline for that injury. Could be waved back in by the head referee here shortly, I would imagine. Ball down the right-hand side it goes. Dan James, he knifed inside again, back post. No one home. A good ball in from Dan James, I will say that. A very good ball in for Dan James. Just nobody to get on the back stick. Oh. Poking and prodding. In our, yep. LFC, keep the faith, Dan, missed the goal. It was an own goal at that. Here come United through the middle. When United come, they have a full head of steam. City Peck on the ball now. He's going to have a rip low-lining shot with no steam behind it. And it goes right to Meslier. As when United, it's almost like United's on the counterattack when they go. Leeds defenders just drop and let United come at them. So the hole opened up for City Peck, and he jumped on it. So working it inside, and now trying to knife through the midfield, but they can't, is Leeds. Leeds on the left-hand side now has a rip, and it's a country mile wide. So United will have the ball with the goal kick. Dublin, give me an update. How many likes on this thing? Because I can't see any of them, so I don't know. Gets one roof gonna come off. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%, Avril. Yeah, I would imagine so. Can't see who they're showing on commentary right now. But he was a skater boy. See you later, boy. Jackie Longthroat gets it back underway. It's going to fall to Tyrese Campbell. Held up. It's over to BBD. They're a little tight on that left-hand side. To O'Hare to Souza. Souza's trying to open the can and get him out. Back to JLT. JLT at the back. Cooper with the ball now. And Cooper on it. Cooper over to Burrows on the left-hand side. And Susan BBD not on the same page. And boy. Leeds get the ball and get us back underway. Dan James on the ball again. He's going to look. It falls for Bogle. It's going to go out for a Leeds corner. First set piece of the game for Leeds, and it comes 28 and a half minutes into the game. Let's see what happens. So Solomon and Rodon coming towards the box. Here comes the set piece. Heads go in straight into Cooper's paws. And unlike his other goalkeeper, he's able to corral that right to Cooper. Best hands in the game. And we're just kind of poking and prodding and marauding along. Bum, 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 bum. As the ball's held up, I don't know how there's not a foul on Leeds there. BBD being held like crazy. Then we're going to get it to Burrow. Burrows is going to take the throw in. He'll get it to JLT. JLT closed down by Dan James and the City Peck. City Peck has a little bit of pressure. He gets into Bowl. They've got a break down the left-hand side. Ball into Tyrese Campbell through BBD. Tyrese Campbell across. Oh, they put it out for a corner. I don't know how. Callum O'Hare did not make that 2-0 Blades. It breaks. The ball breaks through on the left-hand side. BBD sweeps it along and sweeps it along to Tyrese Campbell. A great ball, and it's dealt with at the back. O'Hare, just by the skin of his teeth, missed that one. Leeds under a bit of pressure. A side that hasn't had much pressure. City Peck to get us underway with his corner. Did I mention it went out for a corner? Throw it in on the keeper and make him make a save. Here comes the corner. Short and dealt with. Racksack throws it back in, and it's out of play for a goal kick. On the half-hour mark, 15 minutes to halftime. If you're just joining, I'm your co-captain on this beautiful journey at Bramall, downtown Bramall Lane, on this top of the table clash that right now sees Sheffield United lead 1-0. Here come Leeds down the left-hand side. This is where they've had most of their success. Down the left-hand side, it's dealt with by Harry Clark, but it's still in the box. It's dealt with by Jackie Longthrow. Then it's headed back in, straight to Cooper. Joe Perra, Perry. Nothing able to do. Down the left-hand side looks where Leeds are most successful as the ball gets lumped out to BBD and it's dealt with. It's back over to Jaden Bogle, and he's going to go back to Meslier. And Ty Kim, we're going to put him under a little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure. So it's just being passed around at the back by Leeds. Here they come down that left-hand side, the aforementioned left-hand side. Racksack able to clear that one out for a throw to Leeds. Yeah, we did there, Dublin. We did have them. Dublin, what's my likes? Can you see what's my likes right now? I don't know. Because if you guys are watching this and you're not liking this, I don't understand why. A lot of people are in here watching it, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I hope. I haven't had anybody say, hey, idiot, shut up, and just tell us when there's a goal. Here comes Leeds down the right-hand side. Dan James is going to have a chance, and he does whatever the hell he does and skies that to Rosette. Burrows fell asleep and got sucked in on that defensive left-hand side, and then he just shanked it. 22 on YouTube. That's it on YouTube? Come on, guys. Hit the like button, man. Come on. Joe Perry is showing currently. Cooper on the ball. He lumps it up looking for O'Hare, who's had a bit of a quiet one. Souza comes crashing through, and he's taken out. That's a free kick to Sheffield United. It was a league once. It had to step up just under fair market price. But after this season, hell yeah, this is a future Premier League keeper here. What are you on this? I'm assuming you're watching on YouTube as well, the Saint, because it says 453. No, most of those might be on the Twitter X here, as Anel gets it back underway. Anel looking down the right-hand side. It's deflected. Harry Clark keeps it alive. Down the right-hand side, and goes out of play. It had a little bit of pressure on it, and Yeah, can you imagine that sell-on clause? Boo, boy. Another throw into Sheff United as we're creeping, tiptoeing in my Jordans to halftime. We're coming up on about 10 minutes to go. Ball worked in. It falls to O'Hare, who blindly crosses it into the box. It's dealt with by Leeds, but goes out for a throw. Harry Clark motioning to get more defenders forward as we're going to try and throw this one in the box. Just kidding. We go short to rack sack, back to a Nell, and United will probably go back a little bit. Souza under a bit of pressure. He's got Burrows with nobody on him. He gets closed down. Burrows lumps it up looking for BBD. Bogle's going to head it down. Can Souza come down with this one? He does. He heads it to Tyrese Campbell. But how are they not calling fouls on Leeds defenders for shoving Ty Campbell? Here comes Leeds down the left-hand side. They're all on their horses. United slow in retreat. Harry Clark trying to put a bit of pressure to get the ball out. Dan James, man marked by Harry Burrows, dealt with by Burrows, is deflected. It's cleared out. Aronson on the ball. It's Dan James now. He's got Bogle inside. And they're trying to be tricky. Leeds trying to be tricky. Dealt with by JLT at the back. JLT at the back. Goes in for a throw-in as we creep to 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left in the first half. Leeds take it all the way back as Leeds have a bit of sustained pressure in Sheff United's half now. They're passing it about. You can tell they're trying to work it down the left-hand side, feeling that's where Sheff United is most vulnerable. Leeds get kind of closed out. Souza's able to knock the ball back, and Leeds kind of have to start again. Out on the right-hand side, Dan James. Harry Burrow, he gets around Dan James. Mike Cooper's going to come up and strong-arm that one, and he's able to call a fair catch, and the ball is safely in the hands of Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper gets his back underway, looking for BBD, but there's no foul on Jaden Bogle. I don't know why they call a foul on BBD, but you've got Jaden Bogle dragging BBD to the ground. Yeah, I agree, Dublin. Yeah, too much space on that right-hand side when they go attacking, but you can tell Leeds' goal is to get him pushed up towards the left-hand side and work the ball quick down to the right-hand side. Leeds have a throw in at the halfway line. And it goes back to the back, and they're just kind of knocking it about. Over on the left-hand side, they go again. As we come to 38 minutes gone now in the game. Thanks for watching. If you're just now joining us, a 14-minute own goal from Meslier in the Leeds net is the reason why the Blades are ahead. The Blades, the better side for, 23, 24 odd minutes. And then Leeds have kind of found a foothold, and it's been a little bit of I wouldn't say Leeds onslaught as the ball comes over the top. This isn't 1-1. I don't know when it's going to be 1-1. Right down the throat of Michael Cooper. They had the advantage in the box where they lumped it over the back line. Sheff United playing a high line. Harry Clark gets beat like a drum, and the ball comes over, and then instead of passing to Peru, Solomon tries to take the shot on and is straight down the throat of Michael Cooper. Here comes BBD coming deep to get the ball. Anel with it now on the right-hand side. Harry Clark over to, are we going to go to the keeper? Yes, Michael Cooper with it. JLT looking for Racksack, doesn't find him, and Leeds are going to kind of recycle and come again. You can see Leeds have turned the heat up, trying to get a goal before halftime. And there is a judge to be a foul, which there is a foul. Come on, Solomon. You know this. You threw Harry Clark to the ground. Yes, I know, but who else on the bench can we put in there? How can we put in there? Down that right-hand side. Yes, Admiral, there's your warning, as she mentions. There's your warning. They are good attacking. Stay focused and don't let it slip. Clark again, but Burrows playing him on. Yes, the line has to be unified if we're going to play such a high line. JLT turns it over. Here come Leeds again. Sheff United can't get out of their own half. They can't get out of their own final third. Ball comes in straight to the keeper as we encroach on less than 5 minutes of halftime. Should have been benched for Gilchrist for this game. Yeah, I know. That's especially if Harry Clark has a couple more issues. Do we foresee the Gilchrist fan base come back up? Cole Ashby says, up the blades, young fella. Or old fella, I don't know your age. Adrian said should have been benched. Probably had our best moment of the game. Can we hold on for 50 minutes? Is what the Saint says. He says, doubt it. Souza winning with the ball back now. Down the left-hand side, Callum O'Hare tries to win the ball. United just loose of the ball right now. Ball over the top. Harry Clark. They've got a spread open for the most part. Solomon hits a nail, and then Harry Clark clears it, but is it going to go out for a corner? Goes out for a throw, I think. Yeah. No, that wasn't Burrows holding him on, Dublin. That was JLT. Well, that was just the most recent chance. Goes out for a throw into Leeds. As far up pitch as you can get without being out of the touchline. Let's see. Leeds work the ball. I think he's offsides. I don't know how you can be offsides on a throw. Something Leeds is not familiar with. Trailing much in this league. Trail much. Michael Cooper gets back underway. He puts toe to boot and toe to ball, and we are back underway. Ball falls to O'Hare. O'Hare sees Burrow on the left-hand side. Burrow's on the left-hand side with it, looking for BBD, but it falls back to Souza as it gets knifed out. Souza to BBD. BBD going to run inside, out wide. You got Harry Clark. He's got both hands up. Souza makes a marauding run into the midfield. And Peck. And now it's Burrows. And now it's O'Hare. And now it's City Peck. City Peck loses out on that one. And it's Aarons. And it's a throw into Leeds United. Leeds United. Ball back to Meslier. They're going to try and work it down the left-hand side now. I have spit all over my desk. I got so excited when we scored. Has it tracking back and Brewster on hold. Honestly, I think John might be right here. Get Racksack off at halftime. He's not tracking back at all when we lose the ball. Brewster in the last month as Dan James comes down, crosses the ball, low line and cross, but it gets cleared out. It's going to go to Burrows down the left-hand side. It's going to go off for a throw. John might be right. I think John's right. I think with Brewster's play and hold up, I know he's not the best defender, but he's better than rack sack because Harry Clark's laying down in a heap. As we're going to bring the physio team on, as we're going to encroach on the last knockings of the first half. I can't really see him putting too much time on, maybe 2. Yeah. See, that's where you get, as they're showing Rob Holding warming up for United. If we bring Holding on, do we put Anel out there? Harry Clark's good once he saw Holding warming up. So we'll get back on our way. I just think as there's 3 added minutes to end this first half. Yeah. So Harry Clark's being chosen over Gilchrist right now, which, I mean, now you're going to have the Gilchrist lovers come out of the woodwork, but we shall see what happens. So here we go. Ball comes in. Ty Campbell holds it up and falls off BBD as we are about 1 minute in at a time. Surely there'll be a little bit more. Can the United defense hold taut and get us to half time? We shall see as we approach 46 minutes. And Leeds have it with Bogle in the United half. Just passing it about, Leeds are doing it right now. Gonna clearly try to work it down the left-hand side. Meslier with the ball, left-hand side here. And they're working it down the left-hand side. Racksack trying to track back and defend. Harry Clark manning his player. It's a Sheff United throw. Yeah. Both of their wingers, Avril's right. Salman looks good. We need to. Both of the wing players are the players that we have to watch. They haven't had much of a threat through Joe Perreault. As we approach the second minute of that time, can United get one before the half and make it 2-0? Cooper humps it down there. Ty holds it up. It gets chested down by a Leeds player in the midfield. Vinny Souza trying to win it, and they're judging Souza to have fouled Leeds player. And ball back. 30 seconds till halftime, allegedly. Leeds have it again inside the half. It's cut out by Souza. Souza's playing a shift in there. Ty Campbell, Souza out on the left-hand side. Souza over to Burrows, over to BBD. Back into Burrows. It gets ping-ponged around and falls to Burrows. Bogle trying to track him down. There's 2-on-1 in the corner. BBD comes and helps him. BBD gets away to Burrows to Pack. Oh, trying to do too much. Leeds break it out here down the left-hand side. That's 48 minutes. That should be the 3 added minutes, but Leeds are going to have one attacking chance. Ball comes into Aronson. It gets dealt with by Anel, but for a corner. Yeah. But Wilder's yelling at the 4th official saying, where's the whistle? Where is the whistle? Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. Headers go in. It's dealt with. BBD's going to clear it. And that is halftime. Halftime, baby. I'm going to put, I don't know if we have it anymore. Flash it up there. Halftime. Timer. Let me remove the clock, change this banner. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to agree with Dublin here. He's not wrong because straight down the throat is there hasn't been really many chances that has worried Cooper in net. He's had a few easy saves, but other than that, you would like to think a goalie of his caliber is able to keep clean sheets when they're easy scores like that. And there's a couple of times Solomon and Dan James and Bogle on the right and respectively left-hand sides have, you know, got in and worried us, but at the end, it is been a relatively easy half for United. And I don't say that just being a homer, but honestly, I don't see us like it's nothing. We really haven't done anything too crazy, and I'm okay with that. You got the goal, you ratcheted up the pressure, and then it's almost been a tale of two halves. Leeds, the game kind of leveled out before then. Leeds, for the last probably 15 minutes of the game, asserted kind of a little bit of dominance, but then again, like I said, they didn't have many chances. So, I mean, you have to like the position you're sitting in. Right now, you're on 3 points. You're due to get 3 points. Worse right now is if they concede, it ends in a draw, and everybody at the beginning of the game said they take a draw. So, I mean, it is what it is. It wasn't the best half of United's football. It was okay. As Johnny, who is probably a Leeds fan, says Leeds are coming out in the second half to absolutely love us. If they do, they do. I mean, it is what it is. But you brought a fight that not many people thought Sheff United were gonna come and do in this game, and it's surprised a few people. But hey, I mean, you got to take what you get. You're taking what they're giving you. So hopefully, at some point, you're able to get a second. With that being said, for the 45 minutes, I got to go and take and fill my water bottle, and I will be back for second half commentary. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Well, now that Chad's brought some dead air to your screens, I thought I'd just jump in. He's in for a surprise when I get back. I am just joining for a little bit of the half. What did we think so far? To a man, I think we're the better side. Maybe not to the man, but we definitely were the better side. Some nervy chances at the back. And hey, Simon, how's it going? It's good to be on here, however briefly it's going to be. I just didn't want to leave the dead air while Chad does his 3Ps or whatever in the heck he's doing. Yeah, Jack. I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you. I do think it was a half of two halves. Obviously, United much stronger in the first 15, 20 minutes. I thought we were obviously phenomenal in the first 20, and then Leeds kind of got going. But we still had a couple of like really, really good chances. I think when we trouble the Leeds goalkeeper, good things happen. So in the second half, that's something that I'd probably be looking for United to do, attacking the Kop end. But what about Clark on the right? Went down, seemed to pick up maybe a little bit of a niggling injury at the end. I just think he's been beat kind of like Rum down that left-hand side. So I really do think that.
Oh, there's Mr. Schneider.
Hey,
There's
Chad,
Mr. Schneider.
how you doing, buddy?
I had to go take a poop, so
I figured it was something to that effect.
Yeah,
So.
I had to rip a hammer. You look at Mr. Schneider and his no collar. He's got his little chest hairs coming out. Mr. Schneider leads goalkeeper Meslier, another howler to go behind for the greatest team in the history of the world, are now trailing the League Two side in Sheff United. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, Jack said it was a tale of like basically two halves of the half. So
Yeah.
we were obviously the stronger side first half of the first half, and then the second like 22 and a half ish, I thought that we weren't as good. We had our chances. We're just missing that like last ball. Like we've put in so many good balls that have fallen right in between two men. Whether it's Campbell and O'Hare. I think O'Hare's had a particularly good half. I think Ben Brereton Diaz also had a pretty good half as well. The concern, obviously, as Simon kind of got to right there, is Clark, who is just worrying on that right-hand side from a Sheff United defensive position and then a Leeds attacking position.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that was, as I explained to the people with down the right hand side with what Bogle and Dame James are trying to do in Burrows and JLT were pretty keen to it, where they were trying to knife inside and then cut back out and then swing the ball in. JLT and Burrows kind of had that locked down. Harry Clark, he's done okay. Yes, he's got lumped over the top a couple of times, but you can see that Leeds figured it out. Where do you go in the second half with Harry Clark? As the aforementioned Gilchrist, he's not even in the squad because of the loan numbers and so on and so forth. How do you improve that right-hand side of United's defense going forward? Because they're going to keep going down the left-hand side.
I mean, my hope is that we don't turtle. My hope is that we try to go after a second goal. Really, really try to just put this thing away in the first 20 to 25 minutes of the second half. But do we make a change? Does Clark come off? If you do bring Clark off, I mean, we really don't have like for like. I guess you could put McCallum there, maybe, potentially. Yeah,
McCallum, or somebody said in the chat, and I forget who it was, do you bring, because Raksaki hasn't really been influential in this game. Do you bring Brewster in for a little bit of, because he's played well over the last couple of months, do you put him in there, or last month, do you put him in there for somewhat of his, hold-up play up front? Yes, he can't defend to save his life, but, I mean, surely to God, he'd be better in tracking back than Raksaki, because I've watched Raksaki track back, and he's almost kind of going through the motions trying to track back in defense.
Yeah, I mean, is this a game for Tom Cannon to come into? Is this a game for Big Kiefer to make a cameo?
Yeah, Keith Moore.
He's on bench.
Big Keith Moore.
So, should be interesting to see what happened. I mean, look, obviously to start, I think I agree with Bricktop here. Don't change anything to start. Yeah. But if we look like we're consistently getting done down that right hand side, I think Wilder has to make some sort of a change.
Yeah, exactly. And like Simon says, you can't defend for the whole half. The hope is to come out in the second half in defense and start it like how we started the beginning of the game. Yeah. If not a little bit more level. They showed the halftime stats, and it was 63 to 37 in terms of possession, obviously favoring the Leeds. But you would like to see us probably go out for the first 15, 20 minutes, try and get a second one. And if you don't, you almost know that Wilder's going to go defensive.
And he'll put he'll chuck Holding in there.
Yeah, we'll go all defensive all the time, defensive on the nines, and we'll try and get out of here with a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
Now, if you come out in the start of the second half and you look like you did at the beginning of the game, I'd be okay with that. it's just so much hinges on the fact of us getting that. If we do get that second goal, it changes freaking everything, man. It changes everything we know about this game.
Yep, 100%. Well, I'm gonna get out of here because unfortunately I have to get back to work. But
He's got to go poop now.
Up the blades, everyone! Up the blades! I'll be I might be able to join right there at the end, and we can maybe talk a little bit about what I've watched from my phone, kind of sat in a meeting. So enjoy the second half, everyone, and come on, you red and white wizards.
I might not have any clothes on when you get back, so if we won, I'm taking all my clothes off. So
you're getting goodbye. Your chest out. Bye, everyone.
See ya. All right, boys and girls, let's see what we have in terms of this second half. Reminder, 3 p.m. kickoff Saturday away from Bramall Lane against QPR coming up this weekend. So there you have it, a much needed rest. We start the second half here in a few. I'm curious to see how this goes, and do United come out on the front foot, and do Leeds try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and try and get that equalizing goal? Because if you think if Leeds get an equalizing goal early in the second half, you're probably going to think they're going to go on and win this thing. But only time will tell. As I said too before Noah got off of there, if we come out in the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half is like how we started the beginning of the game, I think we'll be fine. It's just how quick to the trigger is Wilder to pulling all the stops out and going all defensive all the times on the 9. We shall see in this second half. Looks like Chad tag out for his wife. But 5 more members watching. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Adrian. If you follow us on social medias, yes, you have all seen that. That was for my wedding night. If you guys haven't done so and you want to, you can follow me on everything. It's cjarvis_13. Red Half of Sheffield, breaking down this one tonight or maybe possibly tomorrow to sum this one up on our podcast. Red Half of Sheffield, me and Noah on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, wherever the hell, anywhere. But yeah, if you want to follow us, subscribe to the Sheff United Way. Always put out the best content and all the greatest content online. The home of the watch-alongs, the best watch-alongs. This is your place for Sheff United content. Subscribe to the Sheff United Way. Like the stream, people. Like the stream. Bricktop, they've not even had a shot. They've not even had a shot. Cooper not made a save. Don't panic. Yeah, I'm not saying go and change it up, but I also don't want us to go slam heavy in defensive mode either. Yes, of course, Bricktop. If they get the next goal, they're gonna crumble, of course. Weird Blakeman from the lane, as Graham said. Averill agrees with Bricktop. They've had one shot on target that was at Cooper. Dave's a Leeds fan doing podcasts like you giving it large. Leeds are falling apart again. We shall see what happens in the final 45. It's coming up next on your home of the greatest watch-alongs in the history of the world, the Sheff United Way. If anything says how fun the first half was, just buckle up, baby, for the second half. It's going to get rough and rowdy as Meslier makes his way back out of the pitch. The other 10 Leeds players make their way back out of the pitch. 11 of United making their way back out of the pitch. And now with Meslier's back facing the goal, or back facing the cop, I should say, Chowdhury looks like he has been subbed into the game for a defensive pairing of Chowdhury and Souza. Wilder cannot stop tinkering, man. Wilder cannot stop tinkering. Oh, here we go. 45 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to lie with you either, Adrian. It doesn't work for me either. United will get us underway, kicking from left to right towards the cop at Bramwell Lane. Looking for the ref to blow the whistle to start the second half. And he's looking at his watch, and bang, we are underway in the second half, everybody. Cooper gets us back underway with a goal kick, looking for BBD. It finds Burrows on the left-hand side. He lumps it back down, looking for Ty Campbell. It's probably going to go out for Leeds. No, just kidding. They fouled it off. The shot was fouled off. And BBD sees it out for a Leeds, or no, actually, Sheff United throw in. Hamza Chowdhury on for Harry Clark. Jackie Long throw. Gonna throw it into the box as the ref blows halt to this one. Whoa, Meslier just took a shot at Raksaki as the two teams are getting a little chippy. Meslier and Raksaki being pulled apart. And they're talking to the United and Leeds player. Vinny goes in for a high five and gets rejected by Meslier. They're crowding out Meslier. Ball comes in, it gets head tennised around, and it's cleared out by Leeds. Chowdhury heads it back in. Confirmation of Harry Clark off. Hamza Chowdhury on for Sheff United. Down the left-hand side they go. It should be a free kick. It's not. Bogle almost looked like he took out Burrows, but apparently not. Here come Leeds down the left-hand side. And it's dealt with by Raksak, and Chowdhury clears it out of the way. And it comes off of Leeds, so it's a throw to Sheffield United. Hamza Chowdhury's going to throw it. Him and his afro are going to throw it in. God, he is a luscious salad on top of his head. Man, I wish I could grow an afro. Trust me, guys, I'd have one if I could. Ball goes out of play for a goal kick as a pass looking for Raksaki or BBD goes astray. So Meslier will get us back on our way about 2.5 minutes into the second half here. Thanks for joining me, myself, and I. Meslier hammers the ball. Just kidding. Over to Rondon. And the ball goes out of play. Dan James lets it go out of play. A little bit of frustration creeping into Leeds. A little bit. Just a little bit. So Jackie Long through. We'll get him back in your way. He throws a look from Ty Campbell. It's cut out. Falls to Perot, and it goes out for a Leeds throw in. A Leeds throw in. Throw in. Oh, woe is me. Oh, whoa. Head tennis going on. Callum O'Hare wins it. It's knocked down to Rondon. Meslier, high fly ball, center field. City Peck underneath it. Tries to have a fall to Callum O'Hare. Chowdhury backing out, falls to Racksack. Hacky sack, gets pickpocketed. He had 3 guys on him. City Peck wins the ball, but it's a throw to Leeds. I'm trying. I'm keeping it coming. Ball back at Meslier's feet. Here come the Leeds down the left-hand side again. Racksack Cooker, he's tracking back more than he has been over the first half. Solomon doesn't skin him. Chowdhury gets in front of him and keeps it up. So it'll be a throw-in to the Leeds United. Leeds United. All right, so it's back to Stroik, back to Meslier, and it looks like it's a little bit of the same from the second half, or from the late in the first half, I should say. Excuse me. Bit of high pressure from Callum O'Hare. It's over to Stroik on the left-hand side. Racksack gets done. Souza heads it down to Peck. Peck tries to fire to BBD, and Campbell holds it up, gets it to BBD, but then Peck is able to win it. Kind of something out of nothing here. It's a Blades throw in nothing. Yes, I forgot Dublin. I completely forgot. Thanks for reminding me. And Nell with the ball now. He turns back and he looks for Chowdhury. Have we gone to a back 3? Please tell me we haven't gone to a back 3. Wilder, no. Souza to Peck, over to O'Hare on the right-hand side. Racksack tucked inside now, overlapping with Peck. O'Hare and Peck get it all wrong, and it goes back to Meslier. Chowdhury brought his baseball glove, and he is under that one for a fair catch. And Sheff United go back again as we're about 6 minutes into the half. Cooper on the ball now, looking for BBD, and he's going to push it out of play. BBD kept it in. No, goes out for a throw. Throw the Leeds inside their own half. Meslier has the ball now. It's funny that Leeds start all their attacks with Meslier in goal. It's weird. I know he's had a couple of assists this season. As Leeds working down the right-hand side, Dan James, nice inside. Man, Chowdhury is out of position like crazy. No free kick. There should have probably been one on Dan James as he got dispossessed. Chowdhury playing so narrow to the back line, left the Leeds players wide open, exposed on the left-hand side. And Chowdhury wins it back. A defensive effort. Souza dummies the ball. He's got BBD off the races. Off to the races. Ty Cable. God. Oh, Man United almost had one. Oh, my God. They almost had one to set up. Man, it set up perfect for us. We were off to the races. BBD put a perfect ball through Tyrese Campbell, and they couldn't make it work. Oh, JLT got dispossessed. They're going to call that. They wanted a pen. Leeds wanted a pen, and JLT shouts in Dan James' face and says, "You'll get none and like it. You'll get none and like it. Double birds for you. Suck on them, Dan James. Suck on them. Take 2 of them and call me in the morning." He was always going down. He was always going to go down. He should have been booked for diving. There was no way in hell that is a penalty. There is no way. Oh, man. And that ball on Meslier should be gone. Ooh, close to him being over the line. This will be the moment that they'll talk about, oh my God, Leeds were on a low hot nil, but they should have had 2 penalties. Because if you guys don't know that the opponents, when they get a penalty at Bramall Lane, it's worth 2 goals. So just so you guys know. As Sheff United have, oh my God, they're going to continue to show it. As Dan James dispossessed Jackie Long throw. That's a dive. That's a dive. That's a dive and a hand. That's a dive and a half. Michael Cooper lets it calmly, coolly drop into his box, and he pulls it out to an L on the right-hand side. It's over to Shoutry. Now a Nell. A Nell over to Jackie Long throw. Over to Burrows on the left-hand side. And it's lumped out. It's going to stay in play. No, it's not. It's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in. As Leeds cavalry starting to get undressed. Put your clothes on. Nobody wants to see that. Leeds throw in the ball. Bogle tries to get somewhere but gets nowhere. And it's another Leeds throw. Leeds try to get it back underway. Meslier goes down the right. Now he goes back down the left. Trying to get it to strike. United playing a bit of a high press right now. I mean, Meslier's 35 yards out from his goal. Leeds are going to be playing with fire here. If they, that left-hand side is so tight to our defenders. Here they go. They work it down the left-hand side. Poking and prodding, and Aronson, he's the greatest ever American player ever in the history of the world. Racksack dispossesses. Here they go up the other way. Gone, Racksack. Pull it back. Into the midfield it goes to Souza. Heavy touch. Souza gets taken out by the greatest player in the history of the world, Aronson. He is the greatest player in the history of the world. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but he is. He's the greatest player in the history of the world. Denny Souza gets absolutely clattered through. This should be a yellow card. It better be. Is it a yellow? Is it a yeller? Aronson, the greatest player in the history of the world, is coming off. I still don't know if you got a yellow card. And here comes Aronson. Aronson for Joseph. And they're taking off Gruev, number 44, Gruev. Yeah. And putting Joe Rothwell in. United have a free kick inside Leeds territory. Yeah. And the cavalry coming on for Sheff United. Gus Hamer undressed, and Tom 500 million pound cannon coming on. As we shall see. Pump fake on the free kick. It gets over on the right-hand side to Raksaki. He gets around Solomon and then pulls it back. Raksak looks up, header, back post. It's over. Everybody's JLT. Oh, man. Campbell for the 500 million pound man, Tom Cannon, to absolutely do nothing in the next 22 and a half minutes or 32 and a half minutes. Tyrese Campbell, clap him off. And then we have Racksack coming off for Gus Beamer for 23 for 28, 11 for 8. And Tyrese Campbell is a player that will go down in Sheff United lore if this result holds, for creating that goal to put Sheff United ahead 1-0. Welcome back, Taper. Let's see how the little midfield maestro gets on as Meslier dribbling the ball out of his box. It looks like we have Cannon and O'Hare up top. BBD dropped back in a little bit of support of Chowdhury on the left, or on the right, I should say, the left of how it is on the screen. Leeds come away with it on the right-hand side is Bogle now. He's going to probably try and knife inside. He does not. Leeds working it on the right-hand side. Header comes in. It's not even freaking close. 15 rows back into the seats. Do a flying header. Yes. Goal kick coming from Cooper, gets headed. Gus comes up with a ball. Bogle trying to cover him. Burrows comes away with it. Tom Cannon runs on the ball. It goes out for a... Oh, Leeds are starting to kind of get tensed up as Rodon is very boisterous with the head referee. It's actually a Sheff United throw, and I thought it was going to be a Leeds one. Gus launches one looking for BBD on the right-hand side. BBD doesn't have the best touch, but he gets away with it. So, Chowdhury on it. Peck in his orange boots on it. Back to Anel. Peck. O'Hare. It's into Cannon. Cannon into O'Hare, and the ball falls just short. Hamza Chowdhury coming to attack and trying to win the ball. Ooh, I don't know if that was a Leeds throw. Man, we had another good interplay between Cannon, Peck, and O'Hare, and it just isn't enough. Cannon tries to lump it in, and it's cut out in the midfield. There's something there for United. Leeds get rid of the ball real quick. Hamza goes up with it, heads it down. BBD tries to crash through it, falls to Souza. Souza wants to hammer onto the ball. He's running towards the goal. Now it's Burrows. Now it's Souza on the ball. Now is he going to go to Peck? No, he sees BBD on the right-hand side. BBD comes down with it. BBD running towards his defender. Works inside. Knifes inside. Falls to Souza! Straight down the throat of Meslier. That was a well-worked play. If there was any doubts of United going into their shell and parking the bus, I think not. We've come out and we've had some brilliant pieces to start this second half. Here we go. Meslier has the ball. They're just passing in and amongst the back line of Leeds. Out on the left-hand side they go. Down the left-hand side come Leeds. They look to cut it out. It is cut out by Souza, and it deflects back to Cooper. Souza been an absolute rock in the midfield tonight. If you think he hasn't played well, Vinny Souza probably has his name etched all over the man of the match, although we have 27 minutes left to play. What an absolute shift from the Brazilian. Cooper kicks it all the way down looking for BBD. It doesn't find him. Now it will after Leeds give it back. He finds Cannon. Oh, the defender, Rondon, turns inside, and Cannon's not able to get on it, but it's still a well-worked play by BBD. BBD, another one that you could scratch his name on for man of the match. An absolute Great game thus far. Can United hold on? They tried a knife throw looking for Dan James. Here comes Jim Joel Peru. Jim Jones, Peru. Jim Jones, Peru. Jim Jones, United win it away. I'm starting to get antsy. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, there's a foul. Double bird for you. Sock on them. Yeah. A little bit of a yellow card going to the team in yellow. A yellow card going for the team in yellow. Tanaka going in the book. Oh, Leeds. Oh, Leeds. Oh, Leeds. As he took City Peck out. Yes, coming together. I don't know if it's a yellow card. It is a foul, but not a yellow card. Let's all fly to America and go to Hooters. They're closing up shop. You got to get them while they still exist. They're filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy over here. Cooper gets us back on our way. Headed on BBD. It's going to be out for a United throw as it follows the cannon. United a little bit turning the screw now. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit as we fall on to 65 minutes. 65 minutes in the books at Bramall Lane, 1-0 Blades. If you're enjoying this, please give it a like. Please give it a like. We're going to ride this one out. A Jack long throw coming into the box. Heads go up. It's cleared out by Leeds, but only to Hamer. Hamer looks over for JLT on the right-hand side. He heads it down for Souza. Souza loses out. But it's going to go out, and it's going to be won back by Gus over the halfway line. Gus on it now. He goes back to Cooper. Cooper, with all the time in the world, Leeds are going to close him down. Just a touch. He boots it down there. It's headed by a Leeds player. It's out on the right-hand side. Bogle's going to run. They have Jim Joe Pirro has Bogle on the right-hand side. It comes in easy as you like for the United keeper. Soft hands. Peru to Bogle. Bogle. Ooh. No, they want a handball. There was no outstretched arm of Harry Burrows. It's right next to his body. There's no penalty. We play on. Leeds are that desperate where they need something to happen. We'll see if the ref gives them something in the box in the closing moments. United cheaply give that one back away to Bogle. It's a Leeds throw in on 66-30. 66-30, as you say. Bogle taking forever to throw this one in. Finally gets it into Jim Jones. Mike Jones. For you that know, you know. Ball won back by City Pep. It's to O'Hare. Over to Burrows on the left-hand side. Bogle throwing his arms out like, what the hell? It's O'Hare on the left-hand side. We got to work it. He's getting trapped. He sells it short to JLT. Here comes the break. Oh, Vinny Souza, you beautiful bastard, you. You beautiful bastard, you. Vinny Souza mops it up in the back over on the right-hand side. Cooper lumps it, looking for BBD. It's going to fall to Peck. Peck touches it down to BBD. He's being wrestled down. I don't know how there's not a card. How in the hell are they getting away with about ripping off BBD's shirt every time he gets the ball? The throw-in goes to Leeds. It's back to Meslier. We're going to close him down a little bit. That's Cannon closing him down. Hamer out on the left-hand side. He wins the ball. No way! You're high, ref. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No way in hell. That is a yellow card. Okay, maybe it is. Yeah, he cleared him up. He cleared him up. So welcome back, Gus Hamer, going in the book. Man. All right, down the left-hand side, here come Leeds. Here they come as we come upon the 69th minute. Nice. In the second half. Ball goes in, back stick, cleared out by JLT. Gus lumps it down. It's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in. Yeah, exactly, Adrian. You're exactly right. After all the fouls, we get a cheap one on that. That's BS. Yeah, that's Adrian. You're right too on that. We need yeah, that was a card. Here comes Leeds on the right hand side. Bogle with his head up, looking inside. Jackie Longthrow takes one right off the face. It's one back by Goose, and he humps it down there. And it looks like Kane is going to get to it. Should be a foul. Should be a foul on Kane. Come on. United have a free kick. And we have throw-in inside the Leeds half. We need to take a bit of the sting out. What do we've made 3 subs, so we get 2 more. Who are the other 2 subs, ladies and gentlemen? Here come Leeds on the right-hand side. I don't know what's happening here. If Leeds don't score from this, I have no idea. Good God, that was a terrible effort coming down the right-hand side from Dan James. God, that was pitiful. They had the numbers. They just had to swing the ball. And JLT, and Nell does well to turn that ball away. As we approach less than 20 minutes of normal time to go, the Leeds fans come to their feet. A couple of birds being strung amongst the Leeds supporters. The corner yet to come in. Pascal Struijk is the man, the danger man in the box. You want to man mark here. He's unmarked in the box now. Heads go up, it goes over everybody. Solomon falls to the top of the box. It's deflected. It's deflected. Hey, you suck. And Joseph puts it about 45 rows over. Solomon had a rip. It's deflected by a Nell, putting life and limb on the line. And Joseph clears this one 40 rows over. Is that it ping-ponged around? When it starts ping-ponging around like that, I don't like it. Phew. And Sheff United get let off the hook again. 26 and a half minutes about gone in this second half. Which means about 71 minutes and 23 seconds, 24, 25. Cooper gets us back underway, looking for BBD again. Cannon holding, I can't tell whose shirt that was, but here come Leeds down the right-hand side. United retreating in numbers. United over on the right-hand side. Dan James on the right-hand side, working his way in the box. Leeds are going to try everything and anything to get a card. Heads go up, it's 1-1. Heads go up and 1-1. It is 1-1, and Leeds, Junior Fairpo heads Leeds, not in front, but it heads Leeds into level with Sheff United. 1-1, Junior Fairpo with the goal on 72 minutes. And there goes that lead we all so wishing we had. So it's all to do again. And Junior Fairpo, gets Leeds in front on 72 minutes. All to do again. And now does the onslaught happen from Leeds? Now does the onslaught happen to Leeds? Junior Fairpo wheels away. Do United have enough? Do United have enough? Or is Leeds going to go on and win this? Tom Davies now into the game. That's sub number 4 as O'Hare loses it. Now United can't keep the ball at all. Tom Davies now into the game. Let's see who the sub was as we come to less than 17 minutes to go. Oh, man. So it looks like we took BBD off for Tom Davies as Peck into the box now on the right-hand side. He lumps it up. Just unbelievable. He turns and looks for wanting a Chowdhury clears his man out. Surely to God, that's going to be a yellow card. As Solomon rolls around on the ground. I'm glad to see that Leeds have learned how to play in the Premier League, even though not being in the Premier League, it is with a flop and roll after. Okay, so Leeds get us back on our way as we approach 15 minutes of normal time left in this one. Is there a winner in this by either side? If there is, you'd like to think it'd be Leeds. United looks second best in the second half at the moment right now. Firpo lumps it up. It's dealt with by Anel. Anel comes away with it, wheeling away with it. He finds Tom Cannon, who Tom Cannon knocks it on. He's going to get to that one. It's going to go out for a corner. It's going to go on for a corner or a throw. Yet to have any idea. It is going to be a throw in, and it's going to be pretty far down here. Yeah, no kidding, Adrian. He had the name on going. So Jack Long throw, going to heave this one back into the box. Here comes the long throw. Heads go up. It doesn't hit anybody. United look absolutely gassed. Nobody in the box. And we go all the way back to Michael Cooper to let our team reset. Cooper lumps it down. He's got Hamer. Hamer, too heavy of a touch. Too heavy of a touch. Hamer, too heavy of a touch. He better watch out because he's almost going to get himself thrown out. Hamer back on the ball again. He was offsides. He was offsides. They try to get him back in the game. Goal kick as we roll under 15 minutes to go. Leeds get us back underway. Backtracking is now. They're able to deal with it. Vinny Souza comes away with it. And Hamza Chowdhury back to Souza. Heavy touch by Souza. He's trying to get rid of it. United are barely hanging on here. United are very, very, very. They're hanging on by the fingernails right now. Not a free kick, a throw into Sheff United. Yeah, we'll be lucky to get out of this with a point. As it's flicked on, Hamer heads it down. Tom Davies is going to track it down, but it's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in. As Tony Carey is here. Heads go up. Sheff United lump it back in. Vinny Souza. Hamza Chowdhury lumps it up. Goes out of play, though. It's going to be a throw into Leeds. We can't hold the ball for more than like 40 seconds, and then we give it away. To get a goal. And Leeds lump it down to a Nell. Cooper on the ball right now, kind of just standing on the ball. And Anel comes away with it. Down the right-hand side he goes. Hamza Chowdhury. Ben Davies gets spun down. Well, he didn't spun. Yeah, I think, Saint, you're right. I think we've spent our energy with it. The team looks physically and emotionally gassed, in a sense. Anel, he's going to maraud through. Tom Davies on the right-hand side. He fires to Cannon in the box. Cannon has a rip. Burrow's patient with the ball. He could have ripped one, but he doesn't. He finds Hamer over to City Peck. City Peck has Hamza Chowdhury wide freaking open. Now on the right-hand side. Here we go. As we approach 10, the final 10 of this one. And City Peck comes back with it. And United are having a bit of a spell of the ball right now. Anel still on the ball. Tom Davies on the ball. City Peck out on the left-hand side. They find Burrows. Burrows got an in-cutting Hamer. Tom Davies wants it. It's going to go out for a corner to Sheff. Come on. 10 minutes left to go. Tick. Was it for one Willie Nanto getting dressed and getting ready to come on? City Peck, if any time for a set piece goal, it would be right now. You big bastards, get up. But if you lose it, you lose it. You got to get back in numbers. You can't let Leeds go up the other end and score. Cross comes in, back post. Vinny Souza heads it down to Burrows. Burrows flicked on, and it's saved by Meslier. It's a decent save by Meslier. And here come Leeds down the other end. Leeds come down the other end. And it's won by Tom Davies. They go up the other end. Great tackle by Tom Davies. Oh, Souza might have sold him short. He did. They lost possession, and here they come. Here come Leeds up the other end. Solomon with the ball on the left-hand side. Chowdhury, man marking him, shepherding him. They're working in towards the midfield. Now over the right-hand side, they go to Bogle. Bogle on the right-hand side. He's got Burrows in front of him. Now Bogle's going to do his typical where he brings it in, he dumps it off. It's Dan James on the ball. He'll have a rip. It's deflected. Head tennis, a little bit of head tennis. Joel Pirot heads it around. Dan James looking for Bogle. Hamer heads it out, but only to the midfield. This is Joe Rothwell on the ball now. Rothwell over to the left-hand side. There's a goal coming for Leeds. And dealt with by United right now. Joel Pirot wants to pull the trigger. He's not able to. He skins two defenders right down the throat of Cooper. There we go again. Cooper outlets the ball to Cannon. Cannon able to hold it up. He's shoved. There should be a free kick. No free kick. He's shoved. And dealt with by Cooper. Cooper deflects it. Joe Pirot skins O'Hare and I think it was Burrows. Willie Nanto in the game now for Solomon. So the pest that has been out just gnawing at us. Solomon for Nanto. Here goes Leeds, Stat Meslier. And Leeds have it still. It's won by Anel. Brought down by City Peck. He heads it. It gets knocked around. Here come Leeds again. They want a high boot. City Peck lifts it into the Sheffield Knight. It gets knocked around. It's been a bit of head tennis for the moment. The ball's going to come down. Tom Davies going to get it. Hamza Chowdhury on it. It's over with JLT. It's over with JLT. Back to Anel. Anel being closed down. Hamza Chowdhury, he loses it out, takes a deflection when he tries to clear it. It comes into Peru. Here's Peru. They have numbers if they want them. And great save by Cooper. It falls to Dan James on the right-hand side. Hamer's going to track him down. And it's going to go out for a corner to Leeds. A nice save by Michael Cooper. He parried it back out into the defenders. And it was dealt with by United well. And City Pet cleared it. Last time Leeds had a set piece, they scored a goal. Are we able to defend? Are we able to defend this set piece? A lot of tall bodies in there. I'm going to need you boys to go up and get one. And it is cleared out by United, but back to the corner taker. Dan James on the ball now. He's going to cross it in. Heads go up. Stroik tries to get it. He's unable to. Hamer. No, that was Burrows out there trying to clear it. It's still in with Leeds. Perot on it now. Junior Firpo on it. Over to Willie Nanto. He's taken out. That's going to be a second yellow for Hamer. Is that going to be it for Hamer? No. They judged that was not a second yellow. Ooh, he cleared him out. That should be a second yellow. Hamer should be off. We're lucky to still have 11 men. A set piece for Leeds coming up here. About 26 yards away from goal. Leeds are going to work something tricky here. United trying to get their men in order. And ball comes in straight down the throat of Cooper. That was from Rothwell taking the set piece. How do United handle this last 4 minutes and change? And how much added time are we going to have? Chowdhury on the ball to Anel, over to JLT. He's going to work it over to Burrows. Burrows sees Souza on running to the ball. Knocked down. Here goes United. Here goes United. The ball comes in, and it's by Cannon just not able to get to O'Hare. He tried to get it to O'Hare. Here comes Nanto up the other side. This game is very open for a game that's been on the nice edge. Leeds knife the ball inside, and Joseph carries it, and it's over to Nanto. Nanto has Hamza Chowdhury closing him down. Ben Davies helps him close it down. Souza trying to close down the ball. Nanto with a strike and a great save by Michael Cooper, or we would have been behind. A great save by Michael Cooper on the strike from Willie Nanto. That would have been a great goal if it went in. Tipped over the bar by Michael Cooper. A set piece corner coming up for Leeds United. Michael Cooper coming to the aid of his defenders. Here's another set piece. Pascal Stroik, number 5. And here comes the set piece. Oh, boy. Well, that's it. Leeds have won it. Leeds have won it. That is a... Leeds are your champions of 2024-2025. Leeds nick this one, 2-1 in the final minute. Back-to-back games, back-to-back late defeats for sides that have played Leeds. That was, who was the goal? It was it Tanaka that scored it? Tanaka with the goal. On 89 minutes. Yep. And United are going to drop all 3 points after taking the lead in this one. See how much added time is left. But set pieces. Back post, United all out of sorts. And United are going to suffer defeat at the hands of the league leaders and your now eventual champions. Let's see if we can get over the line. Let's see how much time is added as they wheel away in a and we're back on the way. Down the right-hand side come Leeds. And Joel Perreault, 3-1. And just like that, it's 3-1. And it is 3-1. So, switched off. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds wheel away, 3-1 winners. And that's it. That's all. Who hit that one? That was Perreault on 90 minutes. And Leeds are showing you why they are champions. Perreault with the 90th minute. Go. So that is your league leaders going and putting one hand firmly on the trophy tonight as they hammer Sheff United is what it's going to look like as a 3-1 scoreline, a consolation goal for Leeds. As United just not at the races after going ahead early on in this one. Leeds the better team for 95% of this one. It's you have those games where it just comes at you quick, and United were not at the races after going ahead, and they had the opportunities and couldn't get it done. So Sheffield United will fall at the hands of Leeds. And we move on to QPR at the weekend. Curious to see how much time is added on. Yeah, thanks, John. Appreciate it. Come back at the weekend. Big Keith Moore coming in. For Callum O'Hare. And I don't know how much added time was added, but obviously with that, it is going to be, as Bramall Lane is a ghost town now. Most of the supporters have cleared out of Bramall Lane, except for the boisterous Leeds supporters in this one. So on to Saturday. You have to get the ship righted as you go away to QPR. I don't know how much time. Jaden Bogle comes off. And it's being headed around. And how many do Leeds want to score in added time now? As just knocking the ball about. Sousa down. Yep. All the Leeds fans coming in here, props to you. Props to you. You were the better team on the night. The whole thing is you better get a goalkeeper because going up next year, dude's going to get torn apart. That's the only thing I have to say. But Leeds will go on to win this league, and they'll probably win it by some distance because now it puts them about 5 points clear. So I mean that's about all you need to win this one. They'll probably win it by about 8 to 9 points, I'd imagine. Because Sheff United are going to have a couple more defeats in there. Leeds probably won't lose again. I would imagine they haven't lost since like the middle of November. But Leeds are the class of the division. As I'm trying to figure out how much time we got left. I think we got about a minute and a half left. But you got to commend them. They beat them like a drum in the second half. United had the not for lack of chances for United. As the coming together of the sides now. Yeah, you can have him. 20 I mean, you're gonna have to be able to afford him though. It's gonna be about 20 mil. He's the best goalkeeper in the championship, in my opinion. But I mean, my opinion is red and white. In honest opinion, I think it's between him and Trafford as the best goalkeeper in the league. But yeah, it should be interesting to see how this one comes down to the wire. Now with 12 games left. I think, is this it? Is that it? Is it full time? You're going to blow the whistle? I think it's 6 minutes, isn't it? And that is full time? No? Throw the ball in, that's full time? I think that's it. Yep, full time. Leeds walk away 3-1 winners. Let me adjust this. Full time. Leeds walk away 3-1 winners. And yeah, we have to regroup. United have to regroup and go again on Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff against QPR. Just want to say everybody that watched for the entire match, thanks for coming along on this ride. It's a bumpy one. It's never an easy one. But yeah, we go again. It is what it is. You can't win them all. This year's Leeds year. You might as well give them. You might as well give them the league lead and the trophy now. And it's 2-1 now. Burnley and Sheff United fighting it out with about 12 matches left to see who is able to obtain the automatic promotion spots. Guys, if you haven't done so, like the stream, follow the Sheff United way. Me on Twitter, cjarvis_13. Red Half of Sheffield on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Basically everything, everywhere you find us or can find us. I'll be back at the weekend to do this again. I will leave you for today. I really appreciate everybody coming in. And until Saturday, I will leave you with Up the Blades.
Leeds is all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ole, ole, ole.